We're live. Oh God, they've gone and given me some live ammunition and airtime, which is always silly. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Maritime Paintball Podcast. I am your immortal king of paintball. Brad Odell is over there and he's waving his arms. He can't talk
you
yet.
Stole my thunder.
I've been gone for a couple of weeks, so I'm allowed to do some. Do a little
I
bit
know. We've been missing. We know we have. We've been gone. It's been weird. It's been a wild couple of weeks. Things go down. Things happen. Wildfires in Miramichi.
Trailer breakdowns in Wasaga.
And Brad on a near full-on mental breakdown every other day. So
that's the best, isn't it? So
it is.
With that being said,
we're coming to you live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, as well as the beautiful 97.9 FM CHSR in Fredericton, New Brunswick, and on the air on the internet, chsr.com. I think is what it is. I should really double check that.
97.9 CHSR in Fredericton, New Brunswick. You animal.
What did I say?
I don't know what you said, but you're sitting in their house. You should make sure that you at least get it right.
I did. I said 97.9 CHSR, Fredericton, New Brunswick.
I'm feeling sassy tonight. It's been one
of those. You really are. We have an amazing guest on tonight. We have the one and only Derrick Weltz, who Tom is just like, I don't know who this guy is. And I was like, don't worry about it. We're going to learn.
That's what I'm here for. So that everybody doesn't have to feel stupid that might be happening to listen to this podcast and has no idea what we're going on about. That's what I'm here for. So they're going to tell me who he is, and they're going to tell me some cool stories because I love paintball story time like every little kid in the world. So
he really does. Derrick, why don't you introduce yourself? You're pretty comfortable on the camera, on the microphone with that amazing backdrop you've got going on that I'm not jealous of at all.
Yeah, it's been a work in progress. Obviously, the trophies and medals have been the hardest thing to acquire. The other stuff is just money, but trophies take time and lots of effort.
That was the most modest and wonderful I could have ever had. That
was amazing, humble brag.
Yeah,
trophies and medals. That's fine.
Yeah, when I started my paintball career, I definitely wasn't ever seeking to be the guy talking and stuff like that. And I actually wasn't comfortable at all with public speaking, but doing paintball tournaments now for 10 years has forced me to be the guy, right? So,
yep.
So a little bit about myself. I started playing paintball in 1999 with the youth group. We did a little outing, and then my first tournament was 2002. At Blizzard Ball at Dwayne Summerhays' location in Woodstock. Then fast forward, just played tournaments throughout the years. Fast forward, we started the SeaDogs, which is now Canada's only fully Canadian pro team. Started that in 2016, so we're almost in our 10th season. Around the same time, I started the OPL, so I've been doing the OPL, the Ontario Paintball League, for 10 years as well. So,
yeah. Oh, is that all?
That's
all. So So SeaDogs. I'm like, okay, I recognize that. All right.
Now I kept getting confused. It was funny. The Royal City SeaDogs. We have the Royal City SeaDogs here in New Brunswick. It's a hockey team.
St. John's. Yeah, St. John's.
Yeah. And the St. John's SeaDogs, and then it's the Royal City. So I was like,
oh, is it?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. It's. So I kept getting confused with it. I was like, does New Brunswick have a new massive team? What is going on? And no, it's you guys out in Ontario.
Yeah, so Royal City is a nickname for Guelph, Ontario as well. So
interesting.
When I started the SeaDogs, I lived in Kitchener, and there was that whole stereotype that going down to the U.S. playing, American refs didn't favor Canadian teams and calls. You know what I mean? If there's ever a coin flip call, it's going to go to the Americans. Blah blah. So. Which I think that's all farce, but we just didn't want to have a Canadian city at the start that was obviously Canadian.
Gotcha.
Now it's still shocking how many people that follow us don't know that we are all Canadian. I mean, it's getting more and more common that people know that, but up till the start of this year, people still ask us where we're from. So, and they're shocked to hear we're all Canadian.
Well, it's not. It's funny to think that it's uncommon for an entire team to be 100% Canadian.
Yes.
Where it's usually a mixture of 3 or 4 countries making a team, which then makes the fact that they play together so well even that much more impressive when you've got 4 or 5 different teams. or 4 or 5
Yeah,
countries.
But getting a whole group of Canadians to show up at paintball on one team all at once on a regular basis.
Yeah.
This man is
Yeah.
truly a king. I
It's,
tip my
it's
crown.
taken years. It's taken years to find the right guys.
This is perfected. Like, this is down to a science now. He's like, no, we're not doing this.
Why don't you run us through the roster of well, let's we'll just do the roster of not that I don't want to talk about the SeaDogs, but the national teams. What I'm really interested about, because SeaDogs are great, you guys are awesome, but the national team that hasn't been done for a while.
Yeah, I think the last time it was
4 or
done
5
was
years?
maybe the inaugural X-Ball tournament. They've done Team Canada at like the youth level, but not at like the pro.
Right,
men's
that's what
level.
I was thinking of. Right,
Yeah,
because
so
our
they did
boys
the
from
under
Moncton,
19, maybe before COVID. I think maybe.
okay, yeah,
it was at least 4 years ago, I believe.
Yep.
And I believe 2 of our team members that are going to be on the men's team here actually played on that team as well. The Rizzardos, I think they played on that team over there as well. I'd have to fact check.
I'd have to look into that. I'd have to double check it. I know we had a couple of boys from Moncton played on the under 19. So
yes,
that was super cool. That was like,
who was that?
Like
one of the lads? Was Wiley one of them?
Yeah, Wiley was one of them.
That's right. Wiley was one of them. We love that kid.
Wiley and
the names escape me right now. If
the problem is I know them.
I could find on Facebook in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know any of their names. Though, problem,
I think his mom or both his parents are a big supporter of him in paintball, which is
was it young?
Which one?
Sorry,
Jeremy?
I don't know his real name. Jeremy.
Oh.
Jeremy Cormier? I don't know.
Maybe.
That sounds familiar.
Those guys, it might be. Those guys are both wicked players. And,
absolute savages on the field. Amazing. Love them. They're good dudes. Wiley can chirp like the best of them. Because that's apparently a skill set in paintball.
It's an important skill set.
It is. So run us through the roster you've got set up for the national team there.
Yeah, so it's 6 SeaDogs members. Myself, Ryan Chandler, Dylan Rizzardo, Clayton Rizzardo, Mark Alkowski, Nick Campbell. Let me just count my fingers here real quick. Yeah, that's the 6 SeaDogs guys. And then the 2 non-SeaDogs guys that are going are Tom Guest from the Los Angeles Ironman and Cody Chong from ASG Aftermath. We did, like, a lot of people did ask me, the Edmonton Impact guys, Yakmak and Just Cornell there. We did extend the invite to them, but unfortunately, they already had previous flights booked, and they have a team practice with NXL coming up. So they just couldn't pull the trigger. But we're hoping next year with a little bit more organization, being ready, more prepared, booking it a little earlier in the season, we can hopefully get those guys on board as well.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Like, just have a massive roster of the best paintballers in Canada.
Yeah, and there's more guys we wanted to extend invites to, and we did, and just unfortunately other guys just can't. It's a lot to do because we have Texas 2 weeks after Paris, so we go to Paris. Most of us are flying out this weekend. I'm actually only there Sunday to Thursday, or Friday, so I leave back Friday morning. So it's a short trip for me, just playing the Wednesday, Thursday, and coming home. The other guys are staying for the weekend. Some guys are playing the NXL event after the Nationals, because Nationals are Wednesday, Thursday, then NXL's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So
just a quick trip to Paris.
Yeah. Well, with the 4 kids at home and the wife,
it better be quick. It better be
quick. Last
yeah.
weekend before school starts as well. So I said,
Yeah. You are a
very,
very smart man. No, man's got to do business, but he's not stupid. You're not going up to the Eiffel Tower. You'll be drawn in quarters.
There's 2-day trips we're doing that I'm excited for. I think on the Monday when we land, or Tuesday morning, we're going to go to Juno Beach.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a 3-hour drive from Paris, so it's not crazy far. And then we're going to do the Paris catacombs. I think we're going to do that early Friday before I fly back.
Oh, this man understands dark tourism.
Yeah.
So I would love to see the catacombs of Paris. Sick. That's awesome.
I'm going to jam as much as I can in and 4 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So-
Yeah, just caffeine tablets and go. Like, just don't even sleep, man. Don't sleep.
Yeah.
You'll be there for 4 days. You'll be fine. 4 days, 3 days.
Yeah, sleep on the flight home, right?
Exactly.
That's what
exactly.
flights are for.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Take
I'm just
power
checking-
naps in the cabs.
Yeah.
Just checking
Wicked,
our
man.
chat.
So-
Chat, yeah. Cliffy, the trail will be back on Friday. It broke down on the 401, and the bearing seized up. It'll be back Friday. And here's something from Explore. It's big and lots of words. So
September long. There's 2 big events here in Saskatchewan. I still don't know where I want to go. Big multi-team speedball at General's Quarters or big open class magfig game in Swift Current. I say go where the party's at. That's my new mentality. I go where the party's at. So
yeah, that's kind of where I'm. That's what I'm hoping for soon. More partying, more ball, and more partying.
Yeah.
Surround yourself with good people. Wherever the
exactly.
And maybe it's both locations, and you got a hard decision. But if you're not having fun in paintball, then what are you really doing?
No, that's just it. Like we did Commando D-Day was the last big game that I went to, and honestly, man, I had as much fun off the field with the grumpy old men as I did on the field, like playing paintball. Like it was the whole week. I mean, even it rained and it was cold, but we had a ton of fun. But yeah, it's a good time. You're right. Surround yourself with good people. How are you getting this team ready for the event? I'm really curious about that. Is this like we're all just going to come together and hope we gel, or like?
So we're all pretty familiar with each other. A couple guys have played with Tom on different teams over the years. Cody Chong was actually on the SeaDogs 2019 in our second year semi-pro. So we're all really familiar with each other. We won't have any formal practice as a full team, but there is a bunch of us going to be practicing this weekend on the layout. And then we're just in our group chat, just talking about stuff. And we have Dave Chong going as well, who's going to be coaching us. So he's been sending us some plays and some different information with the layout. Cody was down in California last weekend scrimming with Edmonton Impact on the layout. And then a lot of our guys that played OPL were also on the layout at OPL. So we're getting pretty familiar with the layout already, which is a big thing. But yeah, so I'm not seeing like a gelling issue at all there. Like it's going to come together pretty good.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Yeah.
No, that's great. That's it's good to know that you guys are just going to kind of show up, wing it. You know what's happening, and you're going to be able to handle it.
Yeah.
So when it comes to these like international kind of events, I noticed on the socials you've been posting from something called the Canadian National Paintball Organization.
Yes.
What is that?
It was a name that wasn't taken.
Okay, I dig that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love it.
So there's already a Team Canada Paintball with the U19s, and the gentleman that ran that just isn't really active in the paintball community anymore. I didn't know if I'd get a response on Facebook. I didn't know how long it would take, so I just said, you know what, let's start a new page. And then I'm pretty approachable and pretty easy to get a hold of. So if I ever stop running the Team Canada stuff, I will just relinquish that page to whoever is going to be taking over the torch type thing, right? So
okay, I love that.
Yeah, and like even one like my feet are pretty much cemented into paintball at this point. Like I'm not going anywhere. I've got my hands in so many different jars with OPL, SeaDogs, some other things going on. And, it's even beyond, like we're starting the SeaDogs as a long-term program. We don't want it to just end with our group of guys. There's lots of speculation when we started, like got the pro spot that we were just doing it. So a couple of us older guys could another check mark on the bucket list type thing. But our plans, long-term goals, a lot of, we started the divisional teams as a feeder team. And I feel like it's just a great thing that Canadian paintball needs for the speedball side of it. It gives people an attainable goal to reach. For years, it was like, if you want to go play pro, where are you going to fly to try out to type thing? How much is it going to cost you? And it was like setting people back like 10 years in their life to dedicate themselves to professional paintball, where now we have guys that, you can have a successful career in Ontario and still it's not a crazy amount of time because we practice locally. You're not flying out for practice weekends or anything like that. So it's, it's a lot more obtainable now.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point about like trying to, trying to be as close to professional or professional in paintball as you can.
Yeah.
But also maintain a career is a hell of an ask. I know out here, we've got, I think the closest thing we've got to, what would be the closest thing we have to a semi-pro or pro team out here? Be maybe Hustle.
Yeah, Hustle probably the highest ranked. Like Kyle Terrio from New Brunswick, he lives in St. John. He plays on our team. He's back in the squad as of last event. He played with us all last year. So he's, it's.
There's some wild players that have come out of here that have kind of gone elsewhere. Then Hustle, they kind of start at Hustle and then they kind of move up, which is cool.
Those up and out kind of situation.
Did I hear the phone ringing?
I was testing it to make sure the phone works.
Good.
We'll do that in the next 10 minutes. That's something, because that's something I grapple with is like I want to do more, but also I have 2 kids and a career.
So like on the speedball side of things, I like having between the OPL, the SeaDogs, and our divisional team, the Landsharks, we have a place for everybody to play, whether it's first-time beginner to somebody that wants to thrive and go pro someday. I can put them anywhere they need to be wherever I see their skill, right? And a lot of our guys that play for the SeaDogs ref the OPL as well, so they got their eyes on all this up-and-coming talent, right? And at OPL events, I maybe get to watch 15, 20 minutes of paintball an event. Like it's next to nothing. I'm just busy doing administrative stuff. But our coach,
somebody's got to keep
there. Ryan Chandler, one of the owners of the team. There's 4 of us owners. Actually, 2 of the others, Shane and Ryan, they both ref, so they're constantly watching and got their fingers on the pulse of who we should have on the radar. So
awesome.
Sure. Yeah. No, that's wicked. It's just it's one of those things where you really need a really, really solid support network underneath that to do it. And it sounds like that's what you're building there is definitely part of that. So it's great to see.
Yeah, and another aspect we're going to start doing is going to get out to more big games actually as a team. So we're planning on hitting up Living Legends at the end of September. We had
buddy.
We had the booth at the Wasaga Big Game there. We were hoping to have 1 or 2 more guys there. I
saw a SeaDogs booth when I was there.
Yeah. I was there for a couple hours in the morning, helped Shane set up, and then Shane manned it all day. The plan going forward is to have like 3 or 4 guys at each big game, and then we can rotate between playing and sitting at the booth.
Yeah.
What? Speaking of booths, I saw something a couple of weeks ago, and I meant to mention it, and it totally escaped my mind till right now. And it has nothing to do with paintball, but it has something to do with airsoft. Which, they're kind of like weird cousins. But we here in Fredericton, we have what's called the night market every Thursday night from like 4 till 9. It's this massive market that they like shut down the parking lot behind the library and they set up like food trucks and vendors. They say it's the biggest night market east of the Rockies.
Oh, wow. That's a pretty big area.
It's pretty cool. And they do there's live music. They'll have a couple different bands. They bring in different performers like buskers every week. The city puts a lot of effort into it. The airsoft guys actually set up a booth.
Oh, cool.
To promote Airsoft New Brunswick. Which I was like, I saw him do it. And I was like, how much should this booth cost? And he's like, it was free. He's like, this area, like this one spot we're in, like all these tents, this is like the community area. This is like, it's free. I was like, really? Okay, I'll look into that.
Yeah, that's Jumpin' Jack from FAC. That's those guys. He's a good fella. They've got the right idea, and the MagFed players don't like it when I tell them that they should probably look at the way some of those airsoft groups are run, like the way A and B is run in terms of we're going to play here. They have a schedule. They might get a little bit more reaction or actual, interest in their events if they all just kind of, all were in one group and didn't piss each other off. Anyways, we're not starting that one. Sorry. Sorry. That's a rant I don't need to get into tonight. I'm not stirring you up.
Yeah.
I read way too much today, man, sitting at the office, and
Oh, it was wild, man. It was wild. They're on fire. We'll talk about that later, though. They are absolutely on fire. No, but that booth, that's a fantastic idea. So you're trying to kind of just promote SeaDogs, that kind of thing?
Yeah, exactly. We have lots of swag, so we're starting a lifestyle brand. I got the shirt on RCSD. It's acronym it's not the proper acronym, but it's Royal City SeaDogs. We've got lots of non-paintball branded. Well, it should just be, there shouldn't be a D technically, because SeaDogs is one word. So it should just be RCS.
But paintball's one word and everyone says PB, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, exactly. We had one guy on our team that was like, it shouldn't be that way. So
no, you just got the D out.
But yeah, so we have these hats, which are, my light's not really. Yeah,
no, I can see it. Hats. I dig that.
And we got a cool like iridescent rain jacket, and then a standard black rain jacket. We have a bunch of new product that we're slowly going to be rolling out as well.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do a lifestyle brand, but then at the same time, I'm just like, I'm not nearly creative enough.
yeah. So we're slowly making different like graphic T-shirts for guys on our team as well.
Dope.
So yeah, so
I love that.
We have like, and non player branded, but we have like released a geese one, which is like a Duck Hunter and Nintendo NES style game cover.
Cool.
And then we have an 8-bit Nick, which is, it looks like also an old school NES cover, all pixelated, and it's cool because the further away you stand from the shirt, the clearer it is. Where with you're up close, it's just like block and pixelated.
Oh, cool.
I dig that.
Yeah, we have another one too. Couple events, but I forget. The Slammin' Salmon one. The Slammin' Salmon. So Shane Salmon.
Hell yeah.
There's a pretty notary, like a notorious story of him going around from Atlantic City. Involved him essentially doing a citizen's arrest on a person. So
that's not where I thought the story was going.
No, so he picked up a guy, slammed him on the ground. The guy was beating up his wife and punching her, and Shane.
That's
Shane
so
took
much
him down
cooler.
and waited for the cops to come.
You see, that's just so much better. That's a much better story and less perverse, which I'm kind of sad about. But he's notorious for this incident with the salmon, and the Maritimers who are listening to this just all perked up and went, "Now, what you do there, bud?
Yeah.
What did you do with that?" No, he just beat a dude with it. It's like, oh, that tracks actually. That works for us. Kick ass.
Yeah, he doesn't come across as like a fighter or a scrapper, but that's what his kind of background was in hockey and stuff. So he loves just getting in tussles, and he's always stirring the pot at NXL events and not afraid to speak his mind.
Nice.
So
there needs to be a terminology for that, because hockey's got it. They're called goons, right?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to admit it. Officially, they don't exist. Yada yada yada. Every team's got a goon or two, and there's got to be a term for that for paintball. We need to find that. There's like, that one player that'll like chirp the other team to the point where they get razzed, like they get like just like so razzled that they can't compete properly. There's got to be a term for it. I'll figure that out, and then I'll make a T-shirt.
Alrighty, there you go.
So, hold on. Wolf says apparently he interviewed your booth.
Okay. That must be with Shane then when he was there. Or Jarrett. Jarrett works at the Sega Paintball as well, and he is one of our newer pickups.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Love that. That's wicked. Cool, man. So you guys planning on playing 5-man or 3? What's the format? Is it?
So Pro, they started the 3-man with Pro as well. So we do that before every event, because they did that ESPN live 3-man. I don't know if you guys saw that. So they're still testing with that format. They want to make something that's more like that the TV networks want to pick up.
Sure.
And I think 3-man is that answer.
Cool.
Not for sure yet, but that's kind of what the TV networks want to go towards. So they normally, which is our practice day at the events on the Thursdays, they've been though they did it at Ohio. They did the double elimination 3-man tournament, and they're doing it again at Texas. So we have the 3-man on the Thursday, and then the regular like 5-man tournament on the Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay. Did you catch the 3v3?
I did, yeah.
It
was hard to get. It was hard to get in Canada.
Yeah.
I have an IPTV, so I'm able to stream it. I don't think that goes towards
the viewership,
the metrics, but
but
I know it's just an issue in Canada. It's like, how do you like I don't know anybody that was able just to get it through a cable subscriber.
No, it was like ESPN 8, wasn't it? ESPN.
It was ESPN. Was it 2 or 3 brought to you by the Ocho?
I cannot believe that the Ocho is actually a thing, and it's unbelievable the stuff that you see on there, and it's life imitating art.
The one before Paintball was blimp racing. It was
it's funny because the one before
forklift driving was my guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
The last time ESPN had Paintball on it, like what, last year? Was it last year or the year before? No, it was last year.
Last year.
I managed to watch it, and I was blown away. I thought it was hilarious that it was tire wrestling.
Yeah.
Where they stacked tractor tires. 2 guys get into the tires and they wrestle inside the tires. I was like, this is just strange. But anyways, I didn't manage to catch it, but I'd love to know what you thought of it. Did they do it justice? Because I've yet to watch it. So
there was lots of restraints. I don't know what I'm supposed to say, what I'm not supposed to say, but I had a lengthy discussion with Jason.
Not supposed to say. You can say whatever you want. You just can't.
Well, yeah, I don't want to get in trouble, but they did have lots of restraints on what they could do. Like they didn't know the field size until like a couple weeks before they hosted it.
Right.
Because they played it on a baseball diamond, they just put up temporary poles and netting, right? At Disney World of Sports. The pitcher's mound was actually like the center 50. So they didn't know the size of the field, so they didn't know if they were going to do 3-man or 5-man. And that's kind of where it was left to the network's discretion. They gave them the field dimensions, and that's where they said, because it was shorter than a normal 5-man field. So they had to do the 3-man. And it just so happened that we were playing the 3-man format a couple months before that. So it kind of did work out, but it wasn't planned that way from what I was told. And then they were given hard time limits. They knew they were bringing 4 teams, but they said you have an hour time slot, which really turns into like 57 minutes. And they're like, that's all you get. If you're in the middle of overtime, guess what? We're still cutting to cornhole tournament. Right? Like it could be the middle of the overtime, the most exciting part of the game in the finals, but we're still cutting away because that's your time slot.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So they did have to speed it up. I'm torn on my opinion on it. Players of like higher end players didn't really. It's not built for them, right? Got experienced players, not built for them. Somebody that wants to sit back and watch the strategic side of it. They took that out kind of and made it just. They wanted to make it just like fast paced. Something that if you're flipping the channels, you want to stop and watch.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they took away an aspect of that the new viewer has to have, and that's the educational point, right? Like it was so fast between points that didn't allow the commentators to really get into detail.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
What just happened, right? So unless you know paintball, you can follow along. But if you don't know paintball, you're just like, I have no idea what I'm watching anyways. But it is that fast pace, not a lot of downtime, because like a lot of the 5-man pro tournaments, they're like games are turned into 7-8 minute points out of a 15-minute game, right? So it's really slowed down. It's like a stalemate chess match. The first person to make a mistake is going to lose. And this is just the opposite end of the coin. They're playing, 13, 14 points, 15 points in 7 minutes. So it was like 30-second points, just run, first person to get an elimination, just pretty much storms the field. So
I'll have to go back. I'm making a point to watch it. I'm gonna grab it tomorrow somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, so apparently you can rewatch it on Disney Plus.
See, just that says it right there. That explains a whole bunch of what he meant when he can't say a whole lot. It's who they're filming with. There are certain constraints within that company that you just can't do. Like act like me at a paintball field and be on that, right? So
right, and like so, like
that's tough.
the paintball photographers and the people that do the NXL filming behind the cameras, they're not allowed to go do the ESPN one because it's all union. You have to have.
Yeah.
So they had non paintball people filming,
cameramen, and oh my god,
so it's like
Yeah.
it's a big learning experience for them as well, right? So
that's
it's really good in the sense that it got on there, and from my understanding, it was the out of like that day of the broadcast, is because they had like a whole list of different sports they covered. That was the one with the highest metrics. So that was kind of a good takeaway from my understanding. I haven't seen the hard numbers, but that's what I was told. So
that's pretty
Okay.
cool.
yeah.
Well, you know what?
Pretty
That's
darn
take the good and the bad. I kind of have to chuckle at the concept of like you have to have union camera operators and like union techs and stuff, because Tom and I both know what that can be like. Don't get in those people's way.
Yeah,
It
so
can get
but it's a good starting point, right? We have to start.
No,
somewhere.
that's what I'm thinking. It's great.
Like-
it's a hell of a way to pique somebody's interest, right? So
Yeah,
that's
but a
wicked.
good reference I was told was it's hard to do live paintball and get a good hour of footage. You know, like when they take so the reference I was told was when pro or what, no, I shouldn't say pro, but when poker was first put on the TV in like 2003, you know, they didn't film everything live. They took the best hour from 2 days of poker tables and put it on one, because nobody wants to sit there and watch blinds being folded for 3 hours straight. You know what I mean? Like,
you're just watching 8 people say nothing.
And when you get to those
move.
World Series of poker tournaments, that's what happens, right? Guys, once they win a big pot, they just blind out for 3 hours and like let the others scrap it out. Right, because they want to make it to the next table the next day where the money just keeps ramping up.
Yeah.
So
You want to watch. You don't want to watch the whole ramp up when you watch Casino Royale either. You just want to watch Bond and the shift at the very end, like dueling it out.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. And there's no
that
shame
makes
in
sense.
that.
And I remember the early days of like poker on TV, and you get the flashy characters that were kind of douchey at the table, so they would draw them in, and then you get the dedicated ones later. It's the way you build the sport on TV.
So maybe paintball's not meant to be live. Maybe it's all going to be post-production, but you know, we got to try these things and learn from it, and you know, give it an old college try.
I'm not upset at that.
Yeah,
I'm not upset at that. That
throw a little
comment though,
production
that Tom
spin
brought
on it.
up there. Said something about the dogs do a wicked Friday night chicken wing and camp for introductory to play with the pros. So is that how you're getting the new? Is that your secret of like # grow the sport? You're just like chicken wings. We'll get him in with chicken wings.
Yeah. So I do all the cooking chicken wings. I go to Costco and get the big 50-pack, just skinless, and I bring a smoker and I smoke chicken wings for like 3 hours. And we go through about 400 wings on a Friday night.
Oh,
we don't do it every Friday. We'll do it usually once a month. We're doing it this Saturday, actually. I wasn't going to do chicken wings, but then because I got sick of driving my own smoker
for sure
3 hours to practice, load it up, and then 3 hours back. So we just actually went and got a smoker just to keep at the paintball field in my trailer there.
This man has upgraded his norm system to I've got a flat top grill, but this man's got a smoker.
So we have we sell about 50 spots, these night balls. We cap it at 50, I say. We get about 35 people plus the SeaDogs. So we will get around 40 people more, and it's a Friday night thing. So it's under the lights, adrenaline, where our home field is. They have lights up so we can play till 11 o'clock at night.
Beautiful.
And we start at 6. So I'll usually start cooking chicken wings around 4:30. And then it gets, you know, it's a little bit slower start because it's not quite dark at 6 o'clock right now. So, but usually by 7:30, it's full ramp. There's everybody playing there. We get 7-on-7, 5v5. You know, we've done some 10v10. There's lots of shenanigans that happen there. There's a viral clip that went out of a guy running up to a tower with a ladder, and then somebody else carried his gun. He set up the ladder and then went over top of like a 7-foot.
Oh, I saw that video. That was hilarious.
Yeah. So, and then they're using like a yoga ball to bounce around the field. So it's just like a fun, lighthearted night where, you know, you get guys that is their first ever time playing with the pros out there, right? And my big thing is when we started the wings, You know, one of the guys on our team, he's like, let's just do hot dogs, right? It's cheap. We can feed the people, whatever. And I said, yeah, but nobody's going to go home. If we want to make these events cool, nobody's going to go home and brag about their sweet hot dog they got, right? Like they're red hot, right? Like nobody's bragging about that. So I said, let's do chicken wings. We don't make money on chicken wings. Are not cheap, right? Like, so, but I sell, I think it's 10 wings for $15 or 15 wings for $20. So it's like about the same price as what you get at a restaurant.
That's St. Louis prices.
We do them raw, like we do them non-breaded, smoke them. So they're, you know, if you got like, if you're celiac, you know, gluten, there's no breading, it's fine. And then we have sauces. We'll have like 6 different types of sauces or dry rubs you can put on it yourself. You have takeout containers. You can take them home if you want.
So what I'm hearing is you go for the wings and you stay for the paintball.
Yeah, exactly. So it's, you know,
amazing.
We've done the past event we did where you go to our website, rcseadogs.com. You can get all sorts of swag there. We sell tickets to our events. You can pre-order wings. And we get people that pre-order 15 wings, 10 wings, and then they come back for seconds because they're like, these are probably some of the best wings I've ever had. Like
I feel like wings are like a good food to play paintball with too. Cause like hot dogs, burgers, they can get heavy and greasy, but wings, man. Yeah. Like you can just demolish wings.
Yeah. And when people leave a field, when they leave anywhere where they had good wings, they always tell 2 friends about how good the wings were. So
absolutely.
That's just sensible. Yeah. And then again, making it good is just the cherry on top. And that sounds like my kind of a paintball evening is just acting fool and getting good food. And then you leave at the end of the night and everyone has a good time. No one takes it too seriously.
People hang out. Like paintball has to end by 11 o'clock. We have some noise bylaws there.
Mm-hmm.
But people hang out till 12, 1 o'clock and then slowly migrate home. So it's like a really cool laid back atmosphere.
I
dig that.
I like it too. That's definitely.
I think but that's awesome, man. That's super cool. Like that's what more fields need is, like we experienced it at NME.
Yeah, they're great. They put. I haven't been there, but I've heard great things.
Oh my god!
Like they put on a feast for their players, and
it's not even just like the food was phenomenal. Don't get me wrong, the food was amazing. But they do things like they encourage their players to come out, and it's the hospitality side of things, right? So that's really, I think, where that's where any field that's going, well, I don't have the numbers, we don't have any players. It's like, maybe look at the hospitality side of things. You could have the best paintball field in the world, but if you're just getting them in, feeding them a cheap hot dog and getting them out, I'm
not taking the jab at hot dogs. I know lots of fields do it. It's how NME did it no. But they had a full condiment bar with their hot dogs. So they had chili. I don't know if they had chili, but they had like hot peppers and all the garnishes, right? Like,
okay, that's legit. That's legit. But like we've all been to that field that it's like we're selling hot dogs for $3 a dog or something, and it's clearly like the $1.50 pack from Walmart.
No. We're talking about a step up in quality here.
Yeah. But that's the hospitality. I love that. I love that for you guys. I think that's amazing. So it's SeaDogs. SeaDogs. There, sorry.
rcseadogs.com. It's nothing special, but it's a website I whipped up in a couple of hours, and thank you.
Hey, man.
Shopify.
It's the way you do it. It's the way to do it.
Yeah. So I think like you mentioned before, like Grow Paintball, like you don't need to go out there, like from a speedball side of things, you don't need to go out there and acquire hundreds of new players every year. You got to cater to the ones you have. You don't want them leaving the sport, right? You want them to give them a good atmosphere, like you're saying, make them stick around.
Mm-hmm.
Create that place to camaraderie and like that friendship, right? Like when you have a good group of guys and a good friendship bond, people don't want to leave, right? It turns into their life. And like, most of my friends now, they're guys I've made through paintball, right? Those are guys I talk to on a daily basis. Even though we're spread out geographically, like 4 or 5 hours, those are my buddies. But yeah, I
don't think I have any paintball, like non-paintball friends anymore.
Yeah, I have one that I talked to from high school still, well, from elementary school. And everything. He comes to my paintball events though. He works the paint trailers, so he's my paint guy.
2 completely separate universes.
Yeah.
This weekend at Wasaga is one of the rare times somebody from my non-paintball life has crossed over and kind of experienced what it's like to travel and see kind of the way I see paintball.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, I have what I would have referred my normal friends, and then there are my paintball friends, because we're all kind of damaged. We understand we're shooting at each other. At the end of the day, we're all just a little bit masochistic, and that's okay. I'm not throwing any shade at anybody because I love it. I have a weird thing about it. When I come home, I like those big bruises just because I know that the other guy looks just as good. So, 100%. and we had a good time doing it. But yeah.
Excuse me. I had a question. I just lost it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Choking on my own. I've got a head cold right now, and my head is all.
Man, Cliffy was on fire this weekend. By the way, Cliff Miser.
Oh yeah.
He was a blast. He was dressed. He showed up in his Crusader King outfit. He was just as pleasant as he always is. He bounced around the field. I got to watch him like do Cliff business on the field. Like, some people got a little bit uppity, and that happens. They were removed, quite like picked up, and like pretty well just picked up and removed.
Ooh,
they're like, we're done. We're done with you. On est fini, va-t'en. They just time for this guy to leave. Like, it was
nice.
Great.
I'll tell you when we're off the air. But yeah, speaking of which, something went down this weekend that you'll be proud of.
My goodness,
man, what's the plans for the future? What do you got for?
Thanks, Cliff.
For the SeaDogs and for this Team Canada thing, what's the long-term goals?
Obviously, like I mentioned before, SeaDogs wise, to keep a pro team for the foreseeable future. You know, I think it's something a lot more markets. Like, the NXL needs to be taking a step back and say, hey, where's paint? If they want to do their part to grow paintball, I think a great thing to do is take a step back and say, hey, what regions of North America do we not have a professional team? We need a professional team out of that area to do events like we're doing, to make that long-term goal of going pro more obtainable. Yep. And then that's another factor to see tournament players stick around longer as well, right? Like, there's lots of players that just fizzle out, and they played their 4, 5, 6 years of tournament paintball and they fizzle out. Where now, and like, I've seen some amazing players that if they stuck with it, they could have easily been on the pro team now, right? And it's a shame to see those guys walk away, but hopefully you see more and more of those guys stick around with a pro team in the region. So that's kind of our goals there. Honestly, build up the lifestyle brand a little more. That's another goal. Get into the big game side, as I mentioned before. I think that's a really fun avenue. Keep lighthearted, connect with more paintball players. It's not confirmed yet either, but there might be smoked chicken wings at Living Legends as well, brought to you by the SeaDogs.
Well, it's a good thing.
So yeah, so that was we were approached to do that. We're not 100% committed to that yet, but it is on our radar. And then for Team Canada wise, I'm not looking to create any hurdles for other teams that want to participate. Like, if we have a women's team or a U19 team or a veterans team, I know there was talks of a veteran Canadian team going this year, but then that fizzles out. I'm not looking to put more on my plate, but I am looking to help people facilitate that, whether it's, sponsorships, funding, putting together resources to put those teams over there. I'll definitely help out with that stuff. Cool. But saying that, I'm not going to go out and help host tryouts or like start that stuff, right?
Right. But if a team got, like, say if a women's team got together and they were like, hey, we're going to do a women's Team Canada, and they're like, hey, we're done, we're here, what do we do?
Yeah, I can put them in the right direction, get them in contact with people.
You'll give them the rub.
Yeah, I know Northern Lights were talking about doing it.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, there is all these different teams we could easily put in and compete, right? Like, so I'd like to see it keep growing and have more teams represented over in Europe. I think it's a great opportunity, and it just brings more legitimacy to Canadian paintball, truthfully.
Awesome.
Sorry, I was listening the entire time.
Yeah, that's right.
I see that clearly. Yes,
I had to sign the piece of paper.
Yeah. Why don't we get him on the show?
Yeah.
At least get his hand. Is the zombie apocalypse happening?
Oh,
on your
was
end?
there banging? That might have been my kids upstairs.
Nice.
I'm in the
My
basement.
kids, my kids
No,
probably
it's all
just
good,
so
it's all
annoyed with
good.
me right now.
Yeah.
It's all good. Just took me a second to figure
There,
out.
there it is. There.
Yeah, that's funny.
Brains.
I should have a poking stick.
Get a poking
Get
stick.
quiet.
Oh, dude, no. If I had one of the I don't. Luckily, I live in an apartment, so when my kids are making noise, it's because they're next to me.
Yeah.
But if I lived in a house with a second floor, there would just be holes in the ceiling because I would just be hitting with the pole and just boom, clean through the drywall.
Well, so the house we just moved into, we bought in December because I moved back to Ontario from Nova Scotia.
Yep.
Just with everything going on paintball wise.
Yeah.
We had to move back. My wife was like, I was away 60 days last year for paintball. That doesn't count non-paintball days of travel and stuff like that. And with our fourth kid on the way, I also got a good job opportunity back in Ontario, good job offer. So I had to take them up on that.
Absolutely.
So
Follow the dollar, man.
I'm back in the area where I grew up, actually, which I haven't lived here since I was 18, so 20 years ago. I'm 38 now.
Oh, nice.
But the house we bought 1877. So the sound traveled we just redid the floors upstairs, and it's pretty much there's no insulation, just the floorboards and then my basement. So you just hear everything. Like if they spill a cup of water, it can spill into my computer. So
nice.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
That's wicked. That's not how you're supposed to do floors, bud.
No, but hey, it's 1877. The house is still standing, so I'm not.
I was going to say,
criticizing their craftsmanship.
No,
no. If it's still standing, don't mess with it.
Yeah.
Do as much or as little as you can.
Yeah.
Amazing. Tom, do you have one of those shirts handy?
Oh, you mean one of these ones that I'm wearing that are not our very wonderful friends over at Intensity. Our partner, our anonymous partner, the Intensity Daddy. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Anyways, he made us some shirts, and they're awesome. I suck at showing stuff off, but I look so pretty in it myself.
You're wearing it, dude. You're literally.
I look so damn pretty in it. But we got one of those. I got other stuff for Brad here too, so I got to bring that to him.
I'm excited for that. So I figured, you know what? We've got about 13 minutes left on the call. So tell you what. Whoever calls in, 506-453-4979. Call number 3. We'll say 3. Gets a free shirt.
There you go, buddy. That's a good idea. From our
so
friends
call
at
number 3
Intensity.
gets a free shirt, and if nobody calls, we'll find another way to give away the shirt.
Yeah.
If no one calls, screw you.
I'll toss in a SeaDogs shirt. How about that?
Ooh,
hey, there you go.
Oh, there
we go.
Also, I got to try our sponsor, Northern Hydration. I got to try some of those drinks, and buddy.
Did you try the lime?
I tried them all. And
is it an adult beverage, or is it? I
No.
saw pictures.
No,
it's a complete hydration replacement. So it's
adult
I understand,
Gatorade.
You smash this thing. It's salty. It just replaces all the salt that you need, all in one go. And it's not meant to be enjoyed. You hammer this sucker back. Hello.
Hold on, I have to transfer the call.
They tasted pretty good. I didn't mind them, but holy mac, I was sweating so much at Wasaga that it took minutes, and it tasted like water. And then I'd hammer that back, and it would replace the salt. So
the sodium's really good for hydration.
Hi. What number did I get?
You got call number 1. Sorry, bud.
Oh, hey man, yeah, all good.
Try again, no.
Just want to try again. You know, persistence is key, right?
Yeah.
you get to, Brad, take this as an opportunity to be going, you're number 2, and hang up. You might as well enjoy it. You've been wanting to do this.
I've had those back in the day. I got those all the time. I'd always call into the radio station when I was at work.
Hi, you're call number 2. Sorry.
It's happened to me so many times too.
They weren't talking anyways. I hung up. Yeah. So.
So there's that. So yes, Northern Hydration is awesome. I definitely.
Fantastic. And they just released a new flavor, grapefruit.
I could live without that one, but that's a me thing.
Look at this.
Who's it?
This is.
Hello?
Hold on. The system takes a second to transfer them over. There you go. Now you're number 3.
Oh, wonderful.
Hey, Cameron.
We got a winner.
That's good.
Amazing.
Go,
so Cameron,
I'll get your stuff. We'll get your information and we'll pass it along, and we'll get
all
you your
good.
shirt, buddy.
Yeah. So we owe
Wonderful.
Cameron
I'll
a
even hand
shirt
deliver it. How's that
with a
sound, fella?
smile.
Make,
So,
make your way on down to Hyper sometime, or we'll. I guess Josh is throwing on that other street ball event. I think later in the fall. So I'm sure a bunch of the Nova Scotia boys will be coming up for that. That's going on.
beautiful. Love it.
For sure.
Wonderful.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, man.
Awesome. Well,
Thank
thanks,
you.
fellas.
Yay. Doodles, buddy. Make
there we
Cameron's
go.
day.
Giveaway
That's
shirt.
awesome.
Fantastic.
There you go.
We'll give away a
Forward
couple
me that
more. We have more to
information.
give away.
I'll get one out to him as well.
Oh, beautiful.
Bless your
Beautiful.
heart.
Anyways, yeah, Northern Hydration, fantastic stuff. If you go to drink, God damn it, they have too many different. Drink Northern.
Come on, you can do it.
Yeah, if you go to drinknorthern.com and use the code Maritime PB10, you actually save 10% off your order.
I really.
The cool thing
should
too is
go.
that their drinks they have no sweetener, they have no sugar, no sweeteners. Literally the ingredients. I think I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. The lime one I know for a fact is water, 2 different types of salts, lime juice, lime oil, and
Dude, it was great.
I think there's a preservative in it as well, just to keep it from like fermenting or you know what I mean. Like you have to put it in the can. But yeah,
it was
they're fantastic. They're amazing.
I was genuinely surprised when Sean told me to try them, and he had to remind me that they were our fantastic sponsor. And I'm like, where can I get these? And he just points and he's just shaking his head. God love him. Lets me hang out in his tent and just stink the place up. I get to torment Nightmare, and poor Sean just shakes his head at the stuff I do. Such a patient man.
Yeah, he really is. So, Derek, what do you got planned for the rest of the season? I mean, we're almost to the end of it. We're in June, we're in August, so the season's coming to an end.
Yeah.
Shortly.
September's our busiest month. September's super busy. I think I got 5 weekends in a row paintball. Maybe 6 actually with Living Legends. Yeah, so we have Paris. Then the week after that is we have Texas practice, and then we have Texas, and then I have OPL the weekend after that, and then Living Legends the weekend after that. And then, October, we have a street ball event put on by the SeaDogs, which will have more details coming on that shortly, as well as past, you'll be able to purchase your entry fees on our website, rcseadogs.com. Then we have OPL in October, and then World Cup is at the start of November. So, yeah.
Exciting times.
Yeah. Then the short off season.
Then the short off season. Yeah. Then the snow comes.
Yeah.
And then
paintball.
Yeah. Then everyone's
that's a struggle we have, and that nobody like a lot of these American teams that don't understand it. They're like, "So you guys got indoors you can play?" And I said, "No, COVID shut all those down." Like, it
kind of sucks.
Yeah. So
I have kind of daydreamed about doing an indoor paintball field, but the Maritimes is not strong enough to support. To support one. Because there's a couple of spots around the Maritimes, like old shopping centers that have been closed down.
Yeah.
That they're just warehouses.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Like, it's all you need. But then that's a lot of money. There's not a. What was that?
Event from above me.
Okay.
Probably one of the kids messing around.
One of the children inside the vent.
Yeah. They're pretty small vents in these old houses. So.
Yeah. I would hope.
Yeah.
Kid's just finished watching Die Hard. He's making his way through the vent now.
The coast will have as much as
Oh, amazing. Cameron, what's he saying? He's saying the fact that Shediac has turf now is still wild. Didn't think we'd get that out this way. It is pretty wild that Shediac Paintball now has turf. Shediac's kind of one of like those I don't know what kind of what like ghost mode. Like they popped up. They were kind of the field for the EPPL, and then they just started posting photos. And they're like, "Yeah, we have a Woodsball field now. Oh, look, we have turf."
They're doing a street ball, I think, at the end of this month. I think on the 30th.
I would love to go, but I can't.
If I understand, it's the 31st. I want to go check it out if I can,
So,
because they'd be fun to go hang out at.
Yeah, 31st. I'm.
You can't do anything.
I can't do anything, but also
put your
at
wallet
31st,
away.
I'm St. Andrews. I have to go to my brother's wedding, which is also my birthday.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you, buddy.
So I'm gonna have a ton of fun with that. I'm gonna thank everybody for coming to my birthday party, and I'm gonna thank my brother for organizing it. All that stuff. Hey, look, it's Donna from Wasaga's in the chat. Hi, Donna.
Hey, Donna.
Thank you for putting up with Tom. Sorry I couldn't make it.
She was so nice and so wonderful. They always are, though. That feels awesome.
You never hear anything bad about Wasaga.
No.
I am just too sweaty, literally, not figuratively or as a player. I'm literally too sweaty to play there. Like in August, it's so hot that it's beautiful. I got to go there when the weather's just a little cooler, and I can imagine having just a ball out there all day, because that place is just, that field is so cool. Like there's so much to see, and there's a lot to do. But again, I'm gassed by the time I get halfway out there, man. Like it was just, she was a little toasty.
It was a hot day. It was a very hot day.
There was some tough lads and lasses that were running in and out of there, and the emergency services were there a couple times, and they were quick, and like they didn't mess around. At one point, they're just like, they grabbed a guy and they're like, "Nope, out you go." Like he was dehydrated. They had to take him, and because the players want to play, right? Like they want to go, but their facilities are just awesome, and the staff, the refs were so patient and so good, and it was one of those like big games, the big games. I was watching one dude got popped in the head, and he goes, "You got hit," and he's like, medic wouldn't heal him. He goes, "I can't heal you. It's a headshot." But he touches, he goes, "Oh, it is." Stands up, walks out. It was one of those days where people were just playing old woods ball. You get snapped, you look, you're like, "Oh, I got hit," None of that crap that you see. It was awesome. It was really, really nice.
Amazing. I love that. I love seeing that. That is absolutely what I want to hear. So we're about 2 minutes out, give or take. The timing here is a little bit strange, but we're about 2 minutes out. And then I think we're going to do probably a half hour after show. Tom, what do you think?
I'd like to. I have much. I want to rant and rave a little bit.
Absolutely. So, Derrick, feel free to stick around if you want. The after show, we go off the air, off the radio, which means we're no longer restrained.
Right.
Is the word I'll use. We have a lot of fun with that. So feel free to stick around if you want. No problems if you can't.
As long as they don't come through the ceiling looking for him, man, he might be good. But
as long as the kids don't come through the vent,
or the missus come downstairs because there's 4 feral children running around, or 3.
She's taking care of the 3-month-old. Normally bedtime, I got the 8, 6, and 3-year-old. So it's the 8-year-old. He goes to bed by himself. The 6 and 3, the 2 girls, they are a handful.
Yeah, you still have to.
They're
you still get to do that the younger routine, which is always fun.
Yeah.
So I say that again as one who only had 1, not 3. So you're just like, all right, there's business here to be done.
We're in for a battle to get ready back to school scheduling in the next 2 weeks.
Dude,
that's not going to be fun in the next 2 weeks.
No, it's not. We got it's a whole situation in our household. Yeah. So you got about I guess maybe a little bit more than a minute now. Where can people find more information? Where can they go learn about the SeaDogs and whatnot?
Follow our Facebook page, RC SeaDogs, our website, rccdogs.com. If you want to support us, buy any swag. You usually get our tickets for events there, whether it's night ball, street ball. We also do semi-private practices. We haven't really done any true clinics. I'm not a big fan of how clinics normally go with like 1 or 2 instructors and 30 people trying to learn. So we introduced something. That sounds
like the Canadian education system.
Yeah, so we tried something this year called semi-private practices. So it's on a non-layout weekend for us where we have a practice as a team, and we invite. Usually it's between around 5 to 10, but we will take up to 12 people. So it's usually a one-on-one. So it's like for every player we have 1 player, and you get to join our practice. You get to sit there while we talk, while we play. We do like, it's just like come be part of the team. you know, even when we're having a team discussion about a layout or stuff like that, you get to hear how we communicate about a field, how we break it down, how we do all this stuff. So
Gotcha.
That is deadly. That's
Okay.
awesome.
So
Wicked.
and it's a reasonable price point. The entry's a little higher than a normal day, but it's $60 and you get to come and just hang out with the guys, right? Like it's our little way of doing a fundraiser. So
I love that.
yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. Well, folks, we're out of here. Thanks for hanging out with us and chit-chatting. Stick around. We're going to be doing the after show in about a minute. And yeah, it's been a blast. But for those of you who aren't sticking around, till next week, cheers. Ooh, no, that's not the run button. Oops. Oh, we almost had a massive technical error. Back in a minute. Oh, just like magic, I'm back.
I really like that. That was
A little groovy tune?
I didn't care about the tune. I just like the footage you used. That was good. That was some good work you used.
That's pretty fun.
So you're away from the radio now?
Yeah, give me 1 second. You can start talking now.
Fuck. It is nice to be back. There.
I bite my tongue a couple times.
Dude, I caught once. You went and you caught yourself like a pro. It was awesome.
Yeah.
We can get away with it. The only person who really gets in trouble with it is Brad.
Yeah.
And so we just try to keep it to a minimum. We've slipped a couple times. Hi, Rhino. I'm sorry I didn't get to say hi earlier. It was a very rough weekend. Like the drive from Moncton to Wasaga is 16 hours.
Yeah. I did it. I just did it twice this summer. So
right. And I was in Whitby and some guy on the 401 starts screaming, your shit's on fire. And I look out the window and my friend that's traveling with me, she's shaking her head going, what the hell's going on? I'm like, we're just going to pull over, and the whole hub had seized. Like it's a trailer. Yeah. It's a 50-year-old travel trailer that I refurbished, and old parts beat old parts. And we do, as far as I know, Greg, the Rhino. So I ended up finding this mechanic in Whitby. The guy's super, super, super nice, and he's got me back on the road. And some of the big effing crew are gonna pick it up and brings it to NME for a month and a half. It's going to sit there until they do their 3v3 and their joust and the big party. And I'm bringing my boy down because Mel told me I had to come. So there's a bunch of kids that are. Listen, you don't argue with Mel. So I should explain that when I finally got back from Wasaga, I picked up the phone and I'm sitting at my trailer, the wheel's off. So I've got to strip my trailer because I don't know if I'm coming back for it.
Right.
Like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And the first thing I did is I called Mel and I'm like, I'm fucked. The first thing it says, I'm fucked. I don't know what to do. Help me. And she's like, no problem. Get the trailer here. We'll let you park it there. Don't worry about it. If you can make it, if you get a chance, like anybody gets a shot, if an opportunity to play at NME, it is an experience to go because they are really wonderful people. The food's great, but it's like your practices where you feel at home with these people, and it's that sense of community that's going to drive the sport a little more.
Yeah.
What you were describing is they want the community. I'm going to I'm going to look, there's the camera. I'm going to look right at the MagFed players, and I want you to listen to the words that are coming out of my fucking mouth, because I'm very serious. Do you want your sport to not be tits up? You need to look at what the airsoft guys are doing. Do you know why all the MagFed players are going there? Is because they're organized. They know what they're doing. They all have a system. And that's what's making them succeed. It's not the cost of the sport. It really isn't, guys. You know it's not. The guys who jumped over, I play both. It's not the cost. You can't get enough people to show up for your sport because X, Y, Z. It doesn't matter, whatever the damned reasons are. But when they get together, those airsoft guys throw a hell of a party, and they're fun to be around. And there's that sense of brotherhood that I always talked about. And they say, on this week we're playing here, on this week we're playing here, on this week we're playing here. And they've tightened it up to a system now where that will work for MagFed. I swear it. You guys, it's just, I know they don't want to hear it, though some of them, I mean, there's not all of them, but you know what I mean? Look at what the airsoft guys are doing, and I really think you can resuscitate your sport a little bit, because the fact that Honey Badger isn't happening is terrible. Like, that sucks. Like, but that whole page, man, that whole page, that whole group, and I get it, they didn't promote it enough, but he was in a rock and a hard place, and plus being booked on the same weekend as Legends is rough too.
You got to adapt or die, as the saying is, right?
Yep.
And if you have a chink in your armor and a weakness that is driving people away, you got to fix that chink.
Yep. Exactly.
So,
I saw Danny. Where's Danny? Danny lays on. Yeah, I hope we can go to Legends, because
that's the plan. We're trying desperately.
I think it was them they wanted, that I talked to at D-Day, wanted me to fight. I'll fight with anybody as long as I can shoot.
Just put me on the field, point me in your direction.
They put me on red at D-Day. They put at Big Game. They put me on red, and so I was running in to all the boys. And they said they could see the crown moving back and forth. And our MVP, the guy with the shield, told me that he had to get away from me, because as soon as I showed up, it would just get hot. Like, they would just start sending the paint at me. So I don't care. It's fun. It's fun. Like that I love the big games. It's not just the shooting. It's everything. The party before and after.
Yeah.
That's really what I'm after. I want to go to Legends just because of the party atmosphere.
Yep. I hoping that'll happen. And again, Enemy in October is like a big party.
Yeah. Greg asking, how much of percentage do you think that both games being on the same weekend and had an impact on Honey Badger? I think it had a massive impact.
Yeah.
I think the majority of MagFed players, I feel like, I don't know, can't talk for everybody, but I know a lot of MagFed players who got into the sport. They started playing paintball with the MagFed stuff, and then they transitioned into more speedball. They play MagFed, and then they get into the more competitive side of things, but they still have their MagFed gear, so they dabble in both. And when you have this opportunity of, do I want to go and play super hardcore military simulation, beat the shit out of myself paintball, or do I want to go party with 1,000 people for 2 days? The party kind of wins out, right? Like it's a different vibe, because I've been to plenty of airsoft events that are milsim. It's airsoft milsim, whatever, call it what you will. They have the same party atmosphere. And I'll be even more honest, at every time we went to D-Day, do you know who partied the hardest? It was the MagFed lads. Those guys were the ones who were going buck wild. Yes, you had the speedball boys who could drink like champs. Like, don't get me wrong, those lads know how to party. But the rowdies, that was the Mag lads. Yeah, but what I'm saying is this event, like Honey Badger, is being promoted and touted as this like super hardcore simulation game. Like, go and play Army for a day or 2 days or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think when stacked up against
Legends,
a party event, the party event's going to win out. When the whole day is party event instead of super hardcore military then party.
I don't know what event. I remember the grumblings when it happened I don't know. I'm not involved in that side of the paintball world too much, but I remember grumblings when it happened that there was overlap. I remember seeing posts like, "Oh, who's going to go to what event?" and blah blah blah. Let me tell you from an event promoter's standpoint, and I know Living Legends is the Americans coming in to run it here, is when I have to select my dates for an event, and I overlap. If I'm coming in second and people already have dates, I never book dates maliciously. Those are the weekends I can run it, and I have to have 4 or 5 weeks between events. Like this year, I had my first event. I moved it back a month, so it messed up my whole schedule. Instead of the early May, I put it late May because my newest child was born.
It's a pretty legitimate reason.
May 7th, right? I'm like, I can't book an event at the start of May, knowing my wife's due date is May 5th, right? Like, so and like I missed Mother's Day the first 6 years of her being a mother because that was always OPL event 1. And like my son's birthday is May 1st, and that lands on Texas every year, or was Texas. So there's all these outside factors that just you as an average player you don't even recognize. It's just not it, right? So like for when I pick my OPL event dates, I have to wait for NXL to release their dates. NXL Europe, I have to, because like it's all overlapping. If I can't run the same weekend as NXL, or else half my players a lot of my staff's not there, and then I wouldn't be able to play. So there's that too. And then so it's like I said, 4 or 5 weeks between events. I avoid long weekends at all costs. That's one thing that I've always been against is guys and girls, let's say that, I don't want to discriminate, but they have a hard enough time getting away from their significant other, just go play paintball every weekend. The last thing you want to do is put on a long weekend that pulls you away from a family. So when I started the OPL, all my friends were getting out of paintball because they're starting to have kids, and the tournament series at the time, the CXPL, was very demanding. You had to practice almost every weekend. The layouts were out all year. Yeah, you're at the field every weekend practicing if you wanted to compete. And then your tournament was 2 days. We might have to drive from like Toronto to Ottawa to play one match or each day or something like that, right? So it would just take up your whole weekend. So when I started the OPL, it was a 1 day tournament for each division. You're in and out. If you're only playing one division, you're in and out 1 day, less hotels, less time away from work, less time away from the family. And it's tough scheduling dates to revolve around everything.
I don't think I hope nobody's blaming the organizers.
Let's preface that because there's no blaming the organizers on that one. And Ryan Bell, who I love dearly, like I really, really wanted to see that work because he threw his ass into it. God, that man has more passion than a lot of people in this world. So
did he announce before Legends did?
I do not know.
Yeah, me neither.
I cannot answer that one way or another.
And hopefully it doesn't take the wind out of his sails either. You know what I mean? Like if you
didn't. This man was like he was banking on the idea of the MegFed players will want to go to the MegFed event and everyone else will want to go to Living Legends.
Right.
Or Canadian Legends. Yeah. Which I think was a fair assumption in the beginning.
Yeah,
because he had a lot of people like. And the hard part too is like social media lies, right? So when it's like you got 200-300 people who click the interested button on Facebook, but he only had 20 people pre-register,
right?
So it's like that sucks, right? Like you got that much like visibility, you got that many people who know your event is happening, but only like 20 people actually pre-register.
Also, remember that our people are notoriously short-memoried. And you've got to remind them or will forget. Not all of us, but sometimes you forget, you commit. And if you didn't pay, who was it that gave us the advice that you make them pay $1? Pre-register and pay $1. Jesse?
Yeah,
who
that was
that?
Labrie. His thing was...
I loved it. I thought that was one of the best ones. Make them pay $1 and they'll go for when you're reserving somebody for a field or making a res for an event, you make them pay $1. They'll make sure they make that reservation. They paid $1 for it.
Yeah,
and it always worked for him. So I think it was Jesse or one of the rental guys. But I thought that was fucking hilarious. There you go, boys. That's using your noodle.
Cameron, he's saying, in the absence of big MagFed games, it did seem like it would be viable to scratch that itch for folks, and I hoped it would work out for them. Same. I wonder, too, it's like the field that they're playing at, the compound, has forever always been an airsoft field. Very, very little paintball's ever played on it, so I wonder if a lot of people were kind of like, I don't know this field. But see, if you're not willing to go to an event because it's a field you've never been to, that's
that's part of the fun of it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
I've driven 16 fucking hours to play at a field I've never seen before. That's the fun.
Crawling through a trench or through bushes you don't know, or
And there's always some dude who knows the field so well and just pops you in the back, and you're just like, son of a bitch.
Cameron makes a good point. I wonder if this might have been some hesitation because of the Milsim North debacle that happened last year, where Buddy made a bunch of promises.
The two of us looking at you like fucking Buddy
made a bunch of promises and then took a bunch of money and then had to refund everything over the course of like a month and a half.
Yeah, I remember that
because
and I wanted that to go too. Yeah,
but
the field was totally
is an established field.
Yeah.
This, so I don't know. I think ultimately, honestly, I just think MagFed paintball was in a bubble. I think the bubble popped, and it's kind of it's going to go the way of super niche. You're going to see MagFed stuff show up at an event every once in a while, but I think it's done.
Nope. I think in some way, shape, or form, it'll return.
I mean, I hope it does.
By the sounds of it, just needs somebody to take it by the reins and
yeah, because like the last event, the last MagFed event, which was the raid, I think only had 40 people show up to the event.
That's like the biggest event we'd had in New Brunswick in years.
I know there's, like I said, I'm not part of this world, but I read a lot of paintball stuff online. I know there's always a big debate with first strike rounds, and yes, they're unreal, but are they too expensive versus, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't like the money argument. When people are like, oh, first strike rounds are too expensive. I'm like, okay, cool. So is the Lux.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. The Lux is a great platform. Shoot it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But if somebody's going to be like, well, I'm not playing in this match because that guy's using a Lux and it costs more than my gun.
Yeah.
And really, I don't care. Spend what you want on the balls, but don't piss and moan to me about how they hurt more.
Yeah.
They don't. Check
the
rules.
So I can't comment. But.
They are a psychological terror. Yeah, I won't lie to you. If you're pinned down and somebody's sending $60 worth of bullets past your head, you appreciate how very much they want to shoot you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or how bad of a shot they are.
Shut up. You get off my wallet, you.
Explore makes a good point. He says MagFed's going to go the way of pump stock class.
Pump is something that got like
pump.
You got that dad yawn going on.
Yeah, I've been up since 4. I wake up at 4:45 for work, so.
Oh God, man, you've been up since 5 this morning. That's terrible.
Yeah, why are you still here?
Talking paintball.
The man loves it.
I love paintball.
I love watching pump players do their thing, like Guy from Pump Fiction. When that man's out, Guillermo, when he's out on the field doing his thing with that pump, it is. You see dudes just sitting there and using a Lux, using a DSR, using whatever speedy boy gun, and we're just blah, and he'll just kind of, and he's just the dude's so chill, just puck, and he's popping people, and it's an art form that I do not have. I don't have that kind of patience.
Yeah,
not even. RJ1K in the chat just said, "Well,
hey, buddy."
Oh, yeah, Ram Jam. Brian Webb, great guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Saw them.
His little booth was set up beside the SeaDogs booth there on the weekend.
Yeah, nice.
He was giving out free water, like cold water.
Yes,
that's a great idea.
Big Jolly Ranchers out front. RJ's to go. Let's get real. RJ.
Yeah. I toddled past their booth, and that's when the Wasaga kids, the Beach Boys kids, accosted me to buy their damn 50/50, and I just tried to shove $20 in. and walk away because I was so sunburnt and tired, and I just didn't want to deal with it.
And then did you win?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I won.
So
I won $360, and again, you can't walk around and call yourself a king and wear a crown on your head and take $300 from kids going to fucking Florida.
But isn't that exactly what kings do?
Hey, but
no,
let's be real. Yeah, that's how taxes started, right? Let's be real. But on the opposite side of that, that's good karma. And now your trailer's being taken care of and getting to enemy, and maybe that's what you needed, right? How much money did that save you there? So
the karma, I said the same thing, and my old man said the same thing you just did. And it was, like I said, I couldn't take that money. That's bad juju. And Connor Reed has always been such a sweet lad, and his dad's awesome. So it's just like, no, go. And then I try to run away before they catch me, and fucking Connor chased me down. I'm like, leave me alone. I just want to leave. I was doing the maritime or like 3 passes around saying goodbye to everybody so I could dip before the awards.
The opposite of the Irish goodbye.
Yeah.
Say goodbye to literally everybody, then say goodbye later, and then say goodbye in the doorway, and then say goodbye in the driveway.
But then the next day, Brad and I will tend to Irish goodbye the next morning.
Yeah.
Everybody's still passed out drunk, and we dip before everybody wakes up. Because that way there, I don't want to leave places. Oh, Cliff, you guys are sweet. It was funny. I was talking to Cliff when it happened, and I'm looking at the ticket going, shit, if I win, what the fuck am I going to do?
That's a dilemma, too, because it's like, man.
No. If that had been 500, I would have split the money with them. But
there you go.
I'll be honest with myself. Like, I'm still, when I take a crowd off, I'm still a single dad living in a basement apartment, man. Like, $250 is good money, but no, that's, I was glad to do it just because it'll help those guys out. Yeah. And Miss Donna is so wonderful to tolerate me coming to her field and generally being a pain in the ass that whatever she wants, I'll make sure it gets done.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Maybe the good karma will come through at adrenaline.
It already, I mean, the good karma for the trailer's already been sorted. Hopefully once the big effing crew gets out there.
Oh yeah.
By the way,
Jack will, if
I got
gloves. That man will machine you new bearings.
Fortunately, the bearings are already in it. Andy bought me a new trailer hitch. I got a pair of the squeegee gloves.
Ah, nice. I love those. Intensity squeegee gloves are fantastic.
God, there's somebody called them cheater gloves. I went, kiss my ass. I can't. I suck at paintball anyways.
How's that a cheater glove? Whether I wipe it with a squeegee or I wipe it with my hand, it's still a wipe.
It's still a wipe. Yeah. I don't know. I like them though. They're really comfy, but squeegee just kicks ass.
I use it for splatter.
Yeah, only splatter.
It's always especially like playing at Moncton. We were playing.
Oh yeah.
The balls just kept coming through the bushes.
Yeah.
Just spraying me. It was brutal. But
man,
we had a ton of fun.
Did you bring back those the rip-off lenses that the dirt bikers have?
Oh yeah.
And the F1 drivers use it, so when they get too much, they just peel off one layer of like the little sticker.
Those are so cool.
I have looked at what it would take to do that. The only thing I'd be scared of is I don't know how the adhesive would react with the plastic over time.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I don't think there'd be any higher safety than like F1 drivers, right? Like
that's true.
Yeah, no.
Like, so if they can get away with it, like,
I wonder what their lenses are made of. If it's the same plastic,
I'd imagine it'd be very similar. Like I'm sure they have impact resistant lenses.
Oh yeah,
for like debris flying off. Like they have the
I wonder because I'm thinking like it wouldn't be hard to take the measurements for the lenses in the mask. It would have to be inside the mask because there's a portion of the lens is always covered by a rim in the mask.
Yeah, they used to make them for paintball back in the day.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
that is. I'm trying to see what they're.
It was back when they tried didn't they try at the same time they tried the transition lens?
Yeah.
Like they had like all those perforated lenses or stickers as well.
Oh yeah, the one because to hide the glare when you're crawling through the woods.
They had like a ref one. I remember that one vividly. It was just yellow with black dots.
I like those. Those were cool. That was a cool idea.
Yeah.
Incredibly impractical, but fantastic. It looked great.
You get
in
shot
photos.
once and it starts peeling off, but
Yeah. But yeah, the peeled off lens, it'd be kind of cool just to sell it as a pack. Don't even sell it with the lens. Just sell it
I
with
feel like you would have to have some type of like really biodegradable lens, like biodegradable peelaways.
yeah, because they'd be left all over the field.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's what I could see being a problem with those, but because I would love them, just wonderful. It has to make that sound too. That sucking sound is just
it's got to peel off with
a
gum
bit of slurp.
with a bit of slurp. That's the worst way to describe that.
Oh, so I finally got myself a fresh cunt. I got
That never gets old. That catches me off guard every time.
I know, right? It's the oh my god, she's gonna kill me. The traffic cone, the Slovakian traffic cone.
The Slovakian traffic cone. Yeah.
Fucking Google it, boys. Do it.
I'll have to do that in the morning.
You might want to put that one on if the kids are around. You're gonna want to put that on incognito mode.
I'm on the university's Wi-Fi. Is that
Oh, I would stay the fuck off that with the Wi-Fi too. You are fucking gonna get flagged.
I love how
Almost
as soon as I typed
certainly.
it in, I heard sirens outside.
All right, guys, I'm gonna have to call it a night here.
No,
Yeah,
absolutely,
no, it's all good,
dude.
man.
Alrighty, thanks for having me.
It was a ton of fun, and we'll get you back on afterwards. I want to know how everything went.
Sounds good. I'll try to drag one of the guys with me.
Beautiful.
That'd be awesome,
Alrighty.
man.
All right, man.
Have a good night, guys.
Doodles.
Cheers.
Let's see what's going on here.
Wow. Yeah. I just looked at that. I'm not happy I did.
What?
Slovakian traffic cone. But yeah.
I'm so happy you looked that shit up.
That's
So yeah, Wasaga was dope as hell.
love
A
it.
lot of fun, hot as fuck. I made a terrible mistake when I grabbed that DSR Plus and
Fell in love with it. I turned my. There we go.
like I took it out of the case.
Yep.
And the Ditech fixed it, put the new battery adapter on it for me. We screwed the tank on, and I walked to the chrono, and it was shooting 292, 294, 296, like consistently, bang, bang, bang. And I'm like, fuck, I got to turn that shit down. I'm like, Sean, how do I turn this down? He's like, there's a plus minus on the bottom.
Yep.
Look. And I looked and I went, fuck.
So simple, it's complicated.
It shot like absolute fucking butter.
Amazing.
Just sent the paint like a absolute fucking beast. I was going to bring the LV out, and I was just like, you know what? I'm standing in Sean's house. I should probably use the dye.
Yep. Yep.
I got to meet my Nightmare was there. His wife is absolutely lovely. The fact that woman tolerates him is a godsend. His kids are adorable too. Wonderful kids. Actually, not only I get home and I'm unpacking my kit, and I look in my bag, and his son must have thrown his jersey towards the bags. It ended up in my kit. So I get home and I've got Brian's kid's jersey. I'm like, the fuck am I gonna do with this? I'm like, throw it in the wash. So I gotta mail it back to him. I don't know what I don't know what I'm gonna put in the box. What else with that? Just for shits and giggles.
Oh, I don't know. We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna bounce. It's 10:30.
Yeah, it is that time of the hour. We'll do this again. We'll get a little more details, and we'll continue kind of.
Yeah.
Spend it.
And you know what? We can.
You and I'll catch up on this later.
We can do something. Yeah, we can just do another stream later this week or something, or over the weekend.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But anyways, it was wonderful. Extra half an hour. It was nice to be here. I got to swear a little bit. I got to smoke a little bit.
Yep.
Tell some stories.
Greg was asking about the Patreon, which we do actually have a Patreon. We're just really bad at promoting it.
Fuck, I know. It's terrible. But we do have one. And it has saved the day on a couple occasions. So
It has.
It's kept the lights
kinda sits
on.
there. We forget about. Well, don't forget. We kind of forget about it, and then we just kind of like, yeah. But I'm gonna drop the link in our in the chat there, folks. And oh, there it goes. I think I may have just posted it twice. Anyways, feel free if you. Greg was asking about it, so maybe somebody else is.
Thanks,
if you
Rhino.
want to be those people. Like I said, it has helped out in the past. We're trying to make it to Adrenaline, and hopefully we can.
I would very, very much like to.
Well, as the stars
Mostly,
align.
well, mostly it's because there's sexy people there, but there's something really, really sexy waiting for me. Like I really,
Yeah,
really,
you want to
really
get
want
that
to
in your
go.
hands ASAP. I need one last good trip before I have to pretty much pack everything away.
Till next year.
Yeah. So I need
Yeah.
one good trip. I'll still might be able to get out like in November.
Oh, next time you come down, I got to get you to bring the E-Tech too. Try to get that thing running again.
Yeah, it just needs a new rag.
That's all it is rag.
Yeah, the rag is the O-rings and the rag are shredded.
Yeah, I'll bring that to the shop and get them to fix that. That one I might have to just sell that. I'm sitting over here and I'm looking at the DSR Plus, the Shocker, and the LV.
Well, you've invested what, a total of maybe $100 in tickets, and you're sitting on like $3,000 worth.
Oh
of
no
markers?
no! Oh no! I'm in deep, but not.
Okay.
But not 3 of those markers deep. But I'm in. I've been buying them for like over a year. I've been buying because I play every waffle.
Okay.
Because if you want to win, you got to play.
Cliff, come to Adrenaline. Cliff, we're trying, man.
Buddy. We're trying, buddy.
It's money.
Cliffy, I had so much fun, so I can tell the story. We had a fucking blast, and we got pushed back into our spawn real hard. Like they shoved us right back into our spawn, and they came over the hill, and it was like Coogan and those guys. So I was shooting into Coogan and all those lads, and they were shooting into us, and they pushed us right back into our spawn. And at one point, somebody got uppity, and we could hear yelling. And then from the bottom, and we're looking up the hill from this house, another guy and I, and we're just shooting. And then we see a bunch of refs. It's getting a little heated. And then I just see this one orange figure, which is Cliff, walks up, and a conversation is being had. And Buddy standing next to me just goes, "Should we stop shooting?" And I looked at him. I went, "You fucking shoot Cliff, we're going to be in a world of fucking trouble." So he just goes, the gun's just, and for like a second, and it was just a real quiet conversation. But I think everybody kind of caught on what was going on because everyone just stopped.
Nice.
And then when it got to that pinnacle, that climax of the moment, some lads just walked up, kind of got around him, and just removed him from the field very nicely. But they just kind of, "We're going to leave now," and they just took him away. And he went willingly. It was nice. There was no fisticuffs. A couple of injuries. Blair stayed on Earth this year. He didn't end up in orbit.
Nice.
I think that's it. Anyways, go home. You got kids. I gotta go find something to eat. I'm fucking hungry.
Yeah, go eat. All right, folks. We'll chat with you next week, possibly sooner.
We'll see you soon.
Cheers, folks.
Toodles.